Hello, Eastside community. This is David Jones, your proud principal here at Plano East Senior High School, wanting to welcome you guys to another fabulous start to the school year. Our staff has been back working very diligently and preparing for the first day and the first week of school. And I just wanted to make sure I covered some important topics leading up to the first day because there is a lot of information. We want to make sure that you all feel prepared and comfortable. So a few updates and reminders. So we do have some new traffic patterns on Los Rios that the city of Plano changed over the summer. They widened some of the turn lanes. They closed off a couple of the turn lanes in the median. So if you've been up here this summer or came to Expedition East, you saw that. So I just want you guys to be prepared. But my advice is the first week of school, and especially the first day of school, get here early. I would recommend before 8:45. Our bell does ring at 8:50 to dismiss all students to go to their first period class. That 8:50 bell is also the ending of 0 hour if you have a 0 hour class, which does meet the first day. But get here early the first day of school. We're going to have staff located all around the building to help guide students find their classrooms. Students will not be counted tardy the first day. We're really here to help. But again, my suggestion is get here early before 8:45. In the afternoon, the bus lane that we also call Panther Circle, that is closed for carpool. That's only for buses in the afternoon. In the morning, you can do drop-off in that Panther Circle. But in the afternoon, parents, you can pick up your students in the North lot, the North Student lot, the Staff lot, the Fine Arts lot, and you can even pick up across the street in the parking lot if you want to avoid a bunch of the traffic. For student drivers, be sure to park only in the north lot unless you have a senior reserved place. We know that seniors are painting their parking spaces currently. Parking permits are going to be available for purchase during the first week of school in the cafeteria. We are not going to be towing in the student lots the first week, so you don't need to stress about that. But we will be towing in the staff lot, and we are also going to be potentially towing in the senior reserve spots. So just remember, park only where you're supposed to, and we'll be giving you guys more information this week in second period about parking passes. The first day of school, students, be sure to print a hard copy of your schedule. You want to make sure you bring that hard copy with you. My suggestion is to print it the very first day in the morning before you leave the house. That way you are sure to have the most up-to-date schedule. Because we had the new cell phone law last year, which is continuing for this year, it's statewide, so you will not be able to look up your schedule on your phone. So make sure you have it printed off. If you're unable to print it before you leave the house and you can't write it down on a piece of paper, we will have some staff members in the library set up before school. Just make sure you get here early again. You go to the library and they will help you print your schedule and that you have a hard copy of it. Schedule changes are not we're not able to do schedule changes the first 2 days of school. Counselors don't have that ability. So whatever classes are on your schedule, you need to make sure that you are reporting to those. There is a QR code and a link that the counselors have for you to submit potential schedule change requests. Information has been in the last 2 East News Flash, so I'm definitely going to refer you there for more information. We're on a slightly different bell schedule the first 3 days of school. The main reason for that is we train all of our students on our safety and security processes. We go by the Standard Response Protocol, or the SRP protocol, which many of you are familiar with. But it is incredibly important to us to make sure that all students know our expectations, especially that first week, partly because of the unique layout of our campus. And we want to train them and make sure that they know what to do in the event of an emergency. Speaking of safety security, we are very fortunate. We have 2 full-time Plano police officers that serve as our school resource officer all day, every day, from 6:45 in the morning to 5 p.m. And they are Plano police officers. They are not PISD staff members, but their number one job is to ensure staff and student safety here on campus. We also have 2 full-time safety monitors, and students, you will be seeing them each day. They wear a very distinct red shirt that says PISD Safety Security. Their job, one of them watches our over 100 plus cameras all day, every day in the security office. The second safety monitor is patrolling the campus, checking exterior doors, making sure students are not in the hallways where they're not supposed to be. But again, it's just another extra layer of safety for us. Speaking of exterior doors, seniors, you guys are already aware of this, but our incoming juniors and IB freshmen and sophomores, beginning at 8 o'clock, all of our exterior doors are locked all day long. And it is very important that once we get our school IDs, which will be the third week of school, that you have this around your neck, because the only way for you to get in the building is you're going to have to press one of the buzzer buttons that you see around campus, and the safety monitor will ask to see your student ID. Once you present this, then they will buzz you in and you'll be able to access the building. School IDs is going to be strictly enforced. We have picture days scheduled for the second and third week of school, and the IDs will be printed immediately on site, and then we give every kid a lanyard, so they've got everything they need to be successful. Other unique schedule topics: if you have senior release, that does mean you have to go home. So if you have 7th period senior release, you need to make sure that you have a ride home, or you are a walking student or on a bike. If you've got double senior release, that is the same thing. We do not allow students that have senior release or early release, if you're a junior with 0 hour, to remain on campus. It is a safety issue. Release truly means release. So if you're unable to leave campus during that time, what we do is we will schedule a 7th period class just to ensure that you are located in somewhere safe. A couple other announcements. You may have heard this rumor going around. We have brand new MacBooks that we are getting this school year, and I am lucky to say that Plano East is going to get the very first shipment of those. So we have about 3,000 MacBooks that are being delivered to us on the Monday of the second week of school, and these were purchased and approved by the community through the most recent bond vote, and they're going to replace our older aging Chromebooks. And so the MacBooks will be passed out through science classes the second week of school. We're very excited because they're going to be a lot more functional and help students when they're working on projects and papers. We also have something new, the CTE Center. Many of our students are taking 2 classes at the CTE Center, either at the beginning of the day, the end of the day, or in that middle block of the day. And it is on your schedule. You should know if you're taking some classes at the CTE Center. I was very fortunate. I was able to take a tour of it last week, and it is coming along nicely. It is going to truly be state of the art. I'm very excited for our kids to be able to access that CTE Center, and it will be finished in October. So in the meantime, students that have classes there will be taking those 2 periods at the Academy High School, and we are going to have shuttle buses going back and forth to the CTE Center all day, every day. And they're going to pick up in the bus lane in Panther Circle at your designated time. We are going to make sure we are making announcements so students know where to go for those shuttle buses. Other schedule issues or concerns: if you're a dual credit student, dual credit is a true college class through Collin College. They do not meet for the first 2 weeks of school. So if your question is, well, where do I go? Well, if you have dual credit on your schedule, you will report to the cafeteria every day until class begins. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, when your Collin College class does not meet, you will also be in the cafeteria. It is very, very important, make sure you're listening to me, dual credit students, that you go to the cafeteria the first day during your assigned dual credit class, because I will be giving you guys some more updates and reminders just to make sure you guys know, what is expected and you feel comfortable, and I can answer questions as well. We do an orientation for our dual credit professors the second week of school, so they're prepared for you, and it really is another good opportunity for our students. And then finally, we'll be conducting expectation talks for seniors this coming Friday and underclassmen the following Monday. And we spend 2 full days doing that. It's a lot of information to go over, but it is incredibly important to make sure that you are set up to be successful. And we'll be going in more detail about some of these topics. And parents, if you're interested in wondering what we share and talk about with the students, we will provide those Google Slides with you in the upcoming East News Flash that goes out every Friday. It's a great source of information. Okay, I know that is a lot to talk about. Do not hesitate to reach out to myself, the assistant principals, the counselors. We are here to help and support you, and we truly believe it is going to be another phenomenal year here at Plano East Senior High. Let's keep winning with class, show Eastside pride, go Panthers.